A lot of people talk about this when it comes to how low do you go in your squat, right? This is probably as popular as people talking about, knees going past your toes or not going past your toes, whatever, right? So a lot of people in the bodybuilding and weightlifting world want to make sure that you go at least to that 90 degrees, if not all the way down to the ground and all the way back up, right? But if you're trying to squat all the way down to the ground and all the way back up, it doesn't really make sense if you don't have one, that mobility, two, that flexibility, or three, the range of motion or the strength in that deep squat. The reason why that squat is so sought after is because it's a sign that you have really good overall body health, right? So for one, if I can go and sit down into this nice deep squat with my feet being forward, and look at this, I'm not angling my feet outwards to make up for lack of range of motion in my ankles, right? I'm not collapsing my ankles. I'm keeping my feet straight and my heels are staying on the ground in this deep squat, right? So this is how I'm able to get down into this nice low, this low position, is I have good mobility and flexibility in my ankles, in my calves, all the way up into my hip joints, right? And the ability for me to be able to come up is like another part of that mobility, okay? If you have any problems with any of these, there's different motions that you can do, such as a lunge push forward, right? Where I'm trying to keep my front heel down on the ground as I push this forward, getting this flexibility in the front of my ankle, right? A whole bunch of other exercises that we can talk about together if you want to come in for a personal training session. But this is all without a weight right now, right? If I can squat, let's say I have a barbell on, right? If I squat and if I start collapsing my knees inwards, this isn't gonna work, right? If I can squat down to 90 degrees, but then my butt's poking out, look at my kinetic chain. I'm all gonna be jacked up. And if I go any deeper and try to force that mobility or that range of motion, especially with weight on my spine, I'm gonna hurt myself. Okay? So rule number one, don't listen to anybody of where your squat is supposed to be, right? There's an entire realm of exercise, like the MMA world, where you don't really lift super heavy. All you want to do is be able to lift about your body weight on that barbell, and you do quarter squats here. That's literally, this is a squat, right? It's called a quarter squat. It helps with explosive movement, especially when you have a weight on a barbell in that back load position, right? If you're here, right, you can get a lot more explosiveness. If I'm trying to go with that full range of motion, right, going a little bit lower, I'm gonna have to lower the weight. Just because you can't go ass to grass, all the way down to the ground, all the way back up with your heaviest load, your maximum PR, right? It doesn't mean that you shouldn't squat. It doesn't mean that you're a bad exerciser, right? It just means that you're focusing on something different. All right. That's it for today. I hope this helped. Leave a like, comment, share with everybody. I'll see you guys later.